Capricorn, this is your November forecast. So by the end of October, coming into November, you were kind of going full steam ahead with something. I think that a lot of the action had been taken on this in October though. So the Knight of Swords really talks about like swift activity, a lot of ideas, a lot of mental activity. And by the looks of things, you had some ideas, some brain power to do something, and you acted on something pretty quickly. This might have brought around like some stress and anxiety for you as you had to like move so quickly, act so quickly. But you were feeling very brave, feeling very motivated. The Two of Wands, Lord of Dominion here. So this is, I basically see somebody seizing these two wands. You have a choice with the wands, which one will I do? But basically the main message I'm getting here is you did something and you had to do something. You had to act bravely and more courageously. And I see this very much as like seize the day energy. And it really paid off very well for you. Maybe it paid off super quickly for you too, because the Nine of Cups came through then right after this, Lord of material happiness. So I believe this isn't just like financial prosperity, material happiness. You're happy with your home, you're happy with your relationships, you're happy with the life you've created. So the end of October going to November seems really positive. It seems like you had to make a choice on something, and that choice required you to act pretty suddenly on it and share your ideas with maybe two people, and it seems like it kind of came out really favorably. You're very happy with the outcome. We'll look at these cards in just a minute, clear them up a little more, and when I get to the bulk of November, it seems like you're now in sort of like reflection phase. You're kind of going over your wins, and you're going over all of your accomplishments in the month of November. Lord of material gain this time, another nine directly after the Lord of material happiness. Lord of material gain is the Nine of Pentacles. So from the Nine of Cups to the Nine of Pentacles. Okay, so you're really satisfied by everything that you've done, all of the completion you've made. Some of you have probably said, seize the day, I'm going to go for this and I'm going to try and expand what I already have, and it worked out really well for you. However, in November, you're hoping that something goes in the same way as quickly and as easily as it has been going in October for you, but there does seem to be just like a slight slowdown. It's stop-start. It's very, very stop-start for me here, but pretty successful. The Nine of Pentacles is a great card of accomplishment, feeling very proud of what you've done, and now you can see the tangible results of these accomplishments. That might be something different, or it might have been something that you initiated, acted on, and took a risk or chance on in October. Then we have this Eight of Wands, Lord of Swiftness. Very good. We're moving, things are happening, we're networking, we're conversating with people, and something's all kind of coming together until you reach some sort of a slowdown. We go back from the Nine of Coins to the Seven of Coins, Lord of Success unfulfilled. So you're hoping that this energy stays the same as it was in October, where things are just going for you, moving for you. You're taking gambles and they're paying off. You're making risks, making investments. For people that are making investments at the moment, like financial investments, you are seeing a result of your financial investments in the month of November, for sure. The Nine of Pentacles, your own personal bank balance is going up, your own personal wealth as such, or like what you've acquired. But there's something that holds you back now. You're hoping that this energy just keeps going, things keep flowing. I'm so happy, things are moving. I took this chance and hey, it paid off. Yes, things will continue to keep moving quickly for you in November. I really do believe that. I have two indicators here of something starting to happen. Knight of Swords, Eight of Wands, both extremely fast moving cards. But then we get to the Seven of Pentacles, Lord of Success unfulfilled. I'm going to clear it up, but I'm thinking that it's not going to be permanently unfulfilled. In fact, it's just a slowdown, and you start to get these feelings like of uneasiness, and you're saying, will this ever pay off? Will this ever give me the results that I'm after? It is Saturn in Taurus. Saturn slow ass, Taurus slow ass. So you're kind of like now you're feeling the grind at this point. Saturn is your ruler, Capricorn. Nobody knows the grind like a Saturnian ruled sign, okay? You understand that things take a while, that's okay, but you get a little impatient maybe this month. So by the end of November, I see you kind of just like fucking it all off, and you're like, screw the work, screw my projects. For now, I'm just kind of going to focus on some more happiness, like something that makes me feel more emotionally fulfilled. So I see you, Eight of Cups, by the end of November, kind of like saying, I'll put that on the back burner for now. Lord of Abandoned Success. So you kind of take a step away from something and redirect your focus towards like perhaps your personal life a little more now. Lord of Pleasure, Six of Cups, Lord of Abundance, the Three of Cups. So 3 cup cards at the end of November. We're going to clear them up, but this does seem to be a focus now on emotional matters, relationships with your siblings, with your friends, your childhood friends, close loved ones, dear ones. Very much I see siblings here. So some of you might be hanging out with siblings, more cousins, things like that, or even like a neighborhood party or something like that. Like from everybody that lives near you, you all end up at like this social event or something. But this is really like, look at all these cups flowing. We've got water spilling out of them, just like a champagne tower, baby. But in the Lord of Abandoned Success, that water isn't flowing. So that's why I'm thinking in the Eight of Cups, you say, all right, this isn't paying off for me this month the way I had hoped and the way things had been going for me. But I can just park it for now and turn my focus towards joy, fun, celebration, happiness, things that bring you pleasure, kind of connecting to like inner child again and just like having fun. I really see a lot of emotional fulfillment, satisfaction, and I see your romantic relationships, your personal relationships just growing. And the Three of Cups, like pure 3 is the number of growth and expansion and creation in tarot. So perhaps you're feeling super creative, super exuberant, just really happy. You're like walking on air, I think. And that's because which might be hard for a Capricorn to say, and I don't want to lump you all in with this workaholic kind of pop astrology stereotype, but it is more difficult perhaps for a Capricorn to say, let's just park work and have a good time and I won't even think about it. But when you do that and you just take a little step back, then you just say you're able to really enjoy yourself, and it seems to be what is suggested for you at this time. Let's look at these cards together, Capricorn, pull some more and clear them up. Let's keep going, Capricorn, and we'll clear up this first row. Knight of Swords, Two of Wands, and the Nine of Cups. A lot of action has been taking place, a lot of taking chances, a lot of expansion. Oh, and here's my cat up making noise beside me. Great. Okay, so this is going to clear up this first row here. Okay, the Emperor. So this is our first major arcana card coming through. So that was the soul growth that was involved with this undertaking. And the Queen of Pentacles. Okay, so we have some Mars and Aries cards here. Mars and Aries, and of course Mars ruling this Emperor card and Aries associated. So this is this very bold energy, very pioneering energy. Aries is also a cardinal sign like you, Cancer. They're cardinal fire, you're cardinal earth. And the cardinal signs are our pioneering innovators of the zodiac. So something that you have done and taken this bold chance on in the Two of Wands is something that is very risky, very ballsy, very powerful. You felt empowered by it. You were put into a position then of greater authorities. Hang on a second. Hey, Luna, come on. None of that. Stop that. I think she wants to play, even though I've just played with her for half an hour. So this is the Emperor card. It's telling me that like what you have done here, and by taking this chance and acting boldly and just going with it, more this kind of like the doing, like you were in thinking phase for a long time and then you were like, nope, doing it. Just let me go with this. It actually brought around a lot of soul growth for you because you were able to kind of become more empowered, and you also felt like you have a right to be top of your game, basically. The Emperor knows that they have every right in the world to take up the space that they do, and they're number one, right? Aries is the first sign of the zodiac, so that's how you felt like, I am in a league of my own here with this endeavor that I've done. You really were happy with it, and it offered you a lot of empowerment. Queen of Pentacles, where does this come into it now? Well, this is your card, Capricorn. This is the sign of Capricorn, the Queen of Pentacles, cardinal earth. So this is you, I basically think. This Queen of Pentacles does actually tell me that some of you are now going to be in a kind of more authority role from home. So this might just mean being your own boss at home now, working for yourself at home, or like just being your own boss is coming up now. So some of you were able to probably literally take the chance on entrepreneurship in the latest part of October going into November, and you're able to really grow your wealth, you're able to really grow your security. The Queen of Pentacles is a very luxurious card, domestic luxury too. So some of you might have now been able to be in the position to invest more into your home and living situation. Maybe you are now kind of more motivated to get your own home or something like that. But it's very powerful energy, and it's a true reflection of how you felt, I believe, Capricorn. So let's take this forward now and go to the bulk of November here. So this is where you're feeling very accomplished financially, and your projects look really, really good. The home situation looks really nice. You might have been able to put some money into your home and living situation and improve that. Let's have a look. Clearing up the Nine of Pentacles, the Eight of Wands, and the Seven of Pentacles. If anyone's interested, this is the Hermetic Tarot deck. It's really good for astrological associations. They're all symbolized on the cards. Really nice deck, kind of fitting in the Scorpio season vibe, I think, the look of these cards. But now we've got the Knight of Cups coming through here, and then followed by that the Three of Swords. So Aries card again, Queen of Wands. You might be dealing with an Aries for the most part of November and October. That could be your business partner. That could be somebody that you decide to work with. There might be some sadness that comes up around a water sign for you in the month of November. The Knight of Cups is the card for Pisces. This can be Cancer or Scorpio too. However, with the Lord of Sorrow, the Three of Swords, it tells me that you may anticipate around a water sign some sort of a sadness, or like you feel betrayed by them, you betray them, there's some lies being told, or there's just like some sort of separation from like the happiness you guys once had. This could be a friend, loved one, it could be somebody. Just take water sign out of the equation, somebody you're dating, somebody that you might be dating a little bit more casually at the moment. That might end this month, Capricorn, but overall it doesn't really seem to hamper your success and fulfillment with other important people in your life. This might not be the most important person in your life. Again, it might have just been somebody you were casually dating or an acquaintance, but something does come up around the Knight of Cups that's telling me that there is like some sort of a disappointment here, and something that's a little trickier to work through, and you're trying to be fair about everything. You really are trying to be this Three of Swords, Moon in Libra, fairness, very diplomatic, hearing everybody's opinion, but at the same time you just can't ignore the cold facts about this situation, what the Three of Swords reveals. So something might be revealed to you. This might happen around the 19th of November, around that full moon in the sign of Taurus. That might be kind of revealing to you, and that would be probably especially true for people who have like a Gemini rising, I would say. So let's have a look now, Capricorn. You decide in November that things are going really well for you thus far, and things are moving quickly, but then you do reach some sort of a slowdown. The Knight of Cups is a slower moving energy than our initial Knight of Swords. It's asking us to feel our way through a situation more and get a little more in touch with our heart space and what we truly desire and truly want on an emotional level. It looks like you're very motivated to attend to emotional situations as the month progresses. Towards the end of November in particular, you seem very aligned to your people that you love, the people that you are like family with, and all of these things, biological or chosen family, whatever it may be. But you are encouraged then just to let something lay for a while. This doesn't mean that the Seven of Pentacles will never fulfill itself, but there is going to be some sort of a disappointment here. It's uneasiness for starters, because you're saying, well, is this ever going to work out? And it's that fear of the unknown. And look, you put a lot of effort into it, so you're damn hoping it will. But at the same time, there's a reason that there may be a disappointment attached to this in November. It is to bring you closer to a more heart-centered approach and following your other dreams, following your personal dreams, the dreams for your personal life, whether it be family, children, love, romance, whatever those things are, even just deepening the connection you have with yourself. So we can anticipate some sort of a slowdown in the month of November because things have been very successful, very fast-paced for you, but you can still count your accomplishments pretty easily in the month of November overall. So let's take this to the last week of November going into December. Really, really beautiful energy. The Eight of Cups. Let's clear that up first. You'll have to move away from something, kind of abandon a part of your plan here. Lord of Abandoned Success. So this tells me, like, for some of you Capricorn, this is general, it won't apply to everybody now, but for some of you, it will be a total dropping of this endeavor, and you think it's not worth even waiting to see how it pays off. I'll just cut it off, cut ties with it. And the Three of Swords might be that harsh truth you're just facing with yourself, like that, oh, I think I just have to let this go. And when you do let it go, for some, that's when a lot more happiness and fulfillment comes in. Maybe it's just like taking the pressure off yourself. Maybe this really isn't in alignment for you as much as you're putting the effort into it. So the Eight of Cups, the Six of Cups, and the Three of Cups. Let's first look at the Eight of Cups, and then we'll see what's coming through with that Six and Three of Cups abundance afterwards. The Seven of Wands. And the Knight of Pentacles. All right, so there is a deep desire for you to keep fighting for this Seven of Pentacles. The Seven of Wands tells me, like, okay, you're not going to give up yet. You know, you want to kind of, I feel like you have a desire at the end of the month to be more in the spotlight, if that makes sense to you. I don't expect to see you blowing a trumpet up on stage or anything like that, Capricorn. Maybe you will, but this is more just like however that fits into your life. Maybe you're more introverted, maybe you're an extrovert, but for whatever reason, you believed that what you were doing in November would put you more in the spotlight, and that's something that you desired, because I believe you think what you were trying to communicate, there is something really valuable here. So you do still have this energy of wanting to fight for it, and you're torn between some perhaps inner voice, maybe kind of soul felt voice, or something coming from your heart that's saying, just let this go, Capricorn, just let it go. We'll see if it comes back around. The Eight of Cups can be an energy of coming back around again eventually, but for now it doesn't seem to be the way forward. And then Knight of Pentacles. So we've got three knights coming out here now. Knight of Swords, Knight of Cups, now the Knight of Pentacles. This is the slowest mover of the knights, and we are slowing down even another pace here. Maybe that just means relaxing. We talked about work, Capricorn. You've taken the gambles, the risks have paid off for the most part. Not everything has, but there's still momentum around it, so that's not to say it never will. But for now, by the end of November, you're like, let me just slow my roll entirely. Let's just kind of get back to basics. This might just mean like taking some time off work and spending time with these abundant people and loved ones in your life that make you just feel so alive and happy. Then you're kind of learning, okay, I can be happy without like just being super ambitious all the time. However, the Knights in Tarot are the ambitious court cards, and they are our action-orientated approaches and all of those directions we want to take to further our goals. So the Knight of Pentacles is just saying, look, Lord of the wild and fertile land. I love these descriptions, but there is still possibility here for you, and you know that. You're okay to just start from scratch again a little bit by the beginning of December. You might have abandoned some sort of a project in November, and you're inspired still to take action on furthering your goals, but you just kind of need to do it in a slower way, and you realize that not everything will happen as quickly for you as it did in October. That's okay. It's a cycle, and there's ebbs and flows, and you're learning just to get into those ebbs and flows. And the easiest thing to do is like, just think of these nights when we have really brilliant ideas and when we're very mentally inspired. Go for it, take the risk. What could it hurt? When things begin to slow down and we meet blocks and we become frustrated and even meet betrayals or lies in our way, we can always still keep moving, Knight of Cups. We can slow it down though. We can nurture ourselves. We can like sort of tap into what we actually need ourselves in terms of like what we need emotionally. And you just kind of can take a slower approach. Then you have a blast at the end of November. Like last couple of weeks of November going into December are really, really fulfilling for you in a different way. Maybe in a different way that you're not usually used to or that you usually define your success by. But this was not easy for you to abandon as such, and some of you will struggle and keep fighting for it. That is also okay. Either way, you're back at Knight of Pentacles, where you just have to start over in some way and start building things up again, step by step. But more for, you're going to be now encouraged, like, okay, how will I just make this last long term, so to speak? All right, Capricorn, that was your reading for November. I have got a astrology reading out for you guys, well, for everybody rather. It's under Scorpio season, November astrology. That's a video available on my YouTube, and that's going to tell you via your rising sign what the astrology for your rising sign is going to bring for you for November. So check that out if you're interested. If you've got any Scorpio placements in your chart, there's a lot of information on Scorpio and what that energy really means. And it was a really fun video to make. So talk to you soon, Capricorn. Let me know in the comments if any of this resonated. I really do love to hear from you, and I would really appreciate a subscribe. Thank you so much.